to say that our country is in crisis, because truly, I think we're in crisis. And as statesmen and women of this hallowed chamber, we must rise to the occasion to save the nation. Nigeria needs to be saved. Your Excellency, Mr. President, in 2012, you and I were on that side of the chamber, and we had reasons to raise a rhetorical question. Do we have a government? Under circumstances that are not as severe as what we are expressing now. Your Excellency, we are dealing with a situation that is very, very, very grievous, because lives are no longer safe in Nigeria. And every day we are raising motions here about killings in their scores, missing people in their hundreds, in a nation state. Mr. President, there's a problem, and we must confront that problem. I pity Mr. President, because I remember he used to be a military governor of Northeastern State many years ago. As a retired general and a sitting elected president, I just wonder how he feels when situations like this is happening under his watch. Mr. President, I would like to remind us of a statement that Mr. President made in Chatham House, London, on February 26th, year 2016. And I'm going to quote that statement. He says, I quote, "Let me assure you that if I am elected president, the world will not have cause to worry about Nigeria. That Nigeria will return to its stabilizing role in West Africa, and that no inch of Nigerian territory will ever be lost to the enemy. And I, Muhammadu Buhari, will always lead from the front and return Nigeria to its leadership role in regional and international efforts to combat terrorism." End of quote. Mr. President, the President needs our help, and I'm going to tell us how. If the President will not come to address the nation in Parliament, let the Parliament go to him and tell him and remind him of this statement, that he should provide the leadership. We have a duty as statesmen here to save our nation, and whatever help Mr. President needs that the Senate can provide for him, we have a duty, a constitutional duty, and under oath to provide that support. The President must be reminded of this statement. He made it in Chatham House in London. He did. And we cannot afford for this statement to fall flat on ground. 300 people missing in Katsina, the home state of the President. Last week, we debated Borno here. Again, we are debating Borno today. What's going on? If the President will not come to us, let's go to him. Let's go as a delegation of this chamber and go and meet him and encourage him to do the needful, so that it will be on record that the Senate is not in compliance. It's not in complicity with what is going on. This is something you have done before on that side of the aisle. You did it. We did it together. Now we can do it on the same side and help to save our nation. Our nation is in crisis, and we must rise to the occasion to save this country. It is not about election, it's not about party, it's about saving and rescuing Nigeria. I so submit, Mr. President.